Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Adam and I've been an English teacher for over 10 years. On this channel, all I'm looking to do is help you to get the grades that you deserve in your English language and literature exams. I've walked so many students through it. I've read Macbeth over 500 times. I know that's really sad, but it's true. I will navigate you through these exams better than anyone else. So stick around if that sounds to you. We can dive straight in. We're going to be looking at some English language, paper 1, section A today. We're going to be talking about question 4, 3, 2 and 1, or if you prefer the conventional 1, 2, 3 and 4. And the basic outline of this, we're going to go through this in 4 different videos actually, because I don't want to overwhelm you. I'd rather do sort of 5-10 minutes per question, show you how easy it is. So we'll start really simply. I'll do this on every video of this series, going through a breakdown of what section A and section B look like for AQA paper 1. If you aren't AQA, I will eventually do all of these different exam boards. I'll do Edexcel, I'll do OCR. I might do Woodjet. Give me a comment if you'd like me to do that. I've taught it a lot, so I can certainly do that. Cambridge, this is IGCSE, EduCAS, and Pearson Edexcel, again that's IGCSE. So yeah, I'll do some of everything. If you want me to do one of these other things, please just leave a comment. And if this seems to be something that you would like, then please do like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Smash the like button, like they say, or whatever. Paper 1, hour and 45 minutes. For the section A that we're going to be talking about, what you want to do when you first get that exam paper in your hand, don't be that scared, it'll be fine. First of all, have a quick scan of question 1, 2, 3 and 4. So question 1 is always going to be list 4 things you learn about something, in this case the master, which is one of the characters in this piece. Question 2 is always going to be how the writer uses language to describe something. In this case it's Ugwu's impression of the city. Question 3 is always going to be how has the writer structured the text to interest or engage you as the reader. And then finally, question 4 will always give you a statement. In this case, it is this. And then to what extent do you agree with the statement? Now, normally in the statements, you get 2 things that you have to agree or disagree with. So in this case, from the moment he arrives at the master's compound, the writer portrays Ugwu's feelings of pure excitement. So the first thing you're agreeing or disagreeing with is, does Ugwu display pure excitement when he first meets the master and goes to the compound? But by the end, it seems that he may be very disappointed. So the second bit of the statement is Ugwu ultimately disappointed or not? To what extent do you agree? You'd write 2 paragraphs on this. You would write 1 paragraph on whether you think that Ugwu initially is excited or not. You'd want 2 or 3 bits of evidence, some language, some structure. We'll go through that in future lessons. And then you would want to do a paragraph on whether it seems that he's disappointed towards the end. Again, you'd look for some language, some structure, about 3 bits of information on that, and then you come to your judgments. Do you agree with this first bit or not? Do you agree with this second bit or not? Okay, so you'd read these 4 questions, but question 1 is so easy, and this is the one we're just going to bang out quickly today. List 4 things about the master from this part of the source. Now, I'm going to give you 6 things from lines 1 to 4. You just need 4 of these. Super easy, 4 marks. You should get this done in about 1 minute at the beginning, before you even read the whole text. You'll read the whole text after you've done question 1 and after you've done one other very specific thing that I'm going to teach you. So, we learned that the master was a little crazy, just 1 mark. The master spent too many years reading books overseas. The master talked to himself in his office. The master did not always return greetings. The master had too much hair, and Ugwu's auntie believes the master is a good man. The master was a little crazy. Then he read many books overseas. He had too much hair, and Ugwu's auntie says he's a good man. Done. That's the bulk of today's video, but I will just quickly go through what you would do with question 2, 3 and 4. And we'll go into details of question 2, 3 and 4 in the next videos. For question 2, it will always give you about 10 lines. In this case, it's lines 5 to 15. You would bracket with a pen or pencil from line 5 to 15. In the margin, you would write language to describe Ugwu's impressions of the city. You could abbreviate that down or sort of write that in your own shorthand. Question 2 is you're going to look for about 4 pieces of language evidence specifically for why you think Ugwu has certain impressions of the city. The acronym that I recommend, let's go to Google Docs. Let's do a nice big font. I want you to write this down. S-L-E. Okay, smile. And smile stands for simile. What was the L again? Acronyms can be hard, people, even if you teach them. Other language devices, and finally emotion. So if you remember smile, that will cover most of what you might look at in terms of question 2 and any question that asks you to analyze language. So you can look for similes, metaphors, anything that provides some level of imagery. Any other language devices is also totally fine. You could look at things like juxtaposition, oxymoron, synecdoche, onomatopoeia, whatever, right? If any of those aren't familiar, make sure you comment, say help. I will be doing videos on all of the language devices you need to know. There's about 15 or 20 I recommend at GCSE level or IGCSE level. And then emotion, if there's any emotive language that, you know, gives you a sense of the emotion of the character or makes you yourself feel a certain emotion. So that's for question 2. We're going to go into much more detail on that in another video, but that's question 2. For question 3, it's always going to be the whole text, and it's always going to be how the writer has structured the text to interest you as the reader. At the top here, you would just write FPPS, and that stands for focal points or shifts, pace, punctuation, and sentence forms. Okay. Again, I'll go into a lot more detail of what that all means, but that's what you would do for question 3 on the side, and this is all before you've read the extract. And then finally for question 4, you would identify those 2 bits of the statement that are the focal points or the steers. Anyway, the 2 things here, Ugu's feelings of pure excitement, and he's disappointed by the end. So what you would do, and this is usually from the second half of the extract, in this case line 20 to the end. So you go to line 20 and you would bracket from line 20 all the way down to the end here. And in the margin on the left, you would write, is Ugu initially excited, ? And then, does Ugu seem disappointed, ? And then as you're reading that big section, it's actually loads, it's all of this, you can be looking for evidence of why Ugu either shows excitement or not at the beginning, or the beginning of this extract, and then whether Ugu shows disappointment towards the end or not. Now for this question 4, you will also do what's called a judgment. Again, I'll go through that with you, and you will do a bit of language and a bit of structure. So again, I'll go through that with you. But that's just a real quick tour of the section A of AQA paper 1. I'm going to go into a lot more detail. If that was helpful, like it, thumbs up, all that good stuff, subscribe. If it wasn't helpful, leave my channel and never come back. I'm not mad at you. Until next time, that's everything. Thank you very much.